Kate Hudson is now doing the trendy thing. I love when we get to learn how actresses are raising their children, because that's who I would look to raise my kids, are people who read lines for other people. So Kate Hudson is embracing a genderless approach when it comes to raising daughter Rani Rose. The 39-year-old actress who welcomed her first child with boyfriend Danny Fujikawa in October recently opened up about her parenting style with 3-month-old Rani in a new interview with AOL. First of all, you can't raise your kid gendered at 3 months old, because kids poop and they vomit and they eat. That's all they do at 3 months old. So I'm not sure what this would involve. I mean, really, like realistically speaking, you treat a girl baby and a boy baby exactly the same when they are 3 months old, except for the manner in which you wipe their butts. Legitimately, that's the only difference. I have a boy and I have a girl. I know. Okay, so I will also note that there is something highly irritating about rich, famous people who are having babies with people with whom they are not married. It is a bad social lesson. If the idea is you can't afford to get married, then, like, think about your kid for a second. Wouldn't you want to lock that in? Wouldn't you want your parents to actually be locked into raising the child? But parents matter more than kids when it comes to Hollywood. How you feel about your own life as an individual in Hollywood is more important than how your child is ensured a biological father and mother raising them in Hollywood. When asked if she does anything differently when it comes to parenting a girl compared to boys, Hudson explained to the outlet that having a daughter doesn't really change my approach, but there's definitely a difference. I think you just raise your kids individually regardless, like a genderless approach. We still don't know what she's going to identify as. Well, you called her a she, so that's a good indicator right there. This asinine, utterly unscientific, hard differentiation between we don't know what gender she's going to be. It's as though people are picking a career. We don't know whether she wants to be an engineer or whether she wants to be a painter. And so we're going to raise her with all available options in front of her. We don't know whether she's going to identify as a girl or as a boy, so we leave all available options in front of her. Well, we have some early indicators. See, when you're 3 months old, it's pretty fair to say that you don't know whether she's going to be an engineer or a painter. It is not quite fair to say you don't know whether she's going to be a girl or a boy when she's a girl. Hudson, who is also mom to sons Ryder, 15, and Bingham, 7, from previous relationships. There it is, right? Great job parenting, Kate Hudson. We should definitely go to her for parenting advice. She has a bunch of different kids from a bunch of different men. I'm sure that's working out fantastic for the kids. I'm sure there is no psychological damage whatsoever from her having shacked up with a bunch of different dudes and had a bunch of different kids by a bunch of different dudes. Because after all, she's rich and in Hollywood. She said, it's very different from boys, and it's really fun to actually want to buy kids clothes. With the boys, it was just like onesies. Actually, I did pretty good with the boys. But with her, it's the whole other ballgame. There's some stuff I'm like, I can't do that to her because it's so over the top. So I love this. She says she's raising the kid genderless, but then she acknowledges she's buying different stuff for the girl than she is for the boy. You know why? Because this is all stupid. This is all stupid, trendy garbage. But this is the way that we parent now in the 21st century. Stupid, trendy garbage. Now, I do find comfort in the fact that in the long run of history, all of this nonsense will be wiped away because reality and biology do win out when it comes to sex. All of the people who are raising their kids genderless, the only real issue I have with this is the damage done to the kid. It does damage kids when you deliberately confuse them about their sex. Kids are easily confused. They don't know things. Reinforcing basic truths about the world is a useful thing. And it is far more psychologically damaging to a child to tell them that you don't know whether they're a boy or a girl. You're going to have to take your cues from your 3-year-old. Honestly, it's more damaging to them in the long run to repeat that sort of messaging than it is to let them play outside by themselves for a little while. I'm sure Kate Hudson has security full-time on her kids, but it seems like security might want to protect her kids from her because this is just silliness of the highest order.